We found the start game button. There was a quick game crash that we have resolved, and we are live into the pistol in this matchup, of course, that will get one of these two teams into those quarterfinals and a chance to play for Berlin. And as you rightly mentioned, Berlin playing, Big, playing a LAN in Berlin. That was almost a must for them. That's where I feel like they've come in super motivated to this tournament. And JDC has the first point of contact. Back shown as they try and launch their way in. Unfortunately, they're launching their way into an absolute blender. Zoc's the only man to get a kill, and JDC and Searson do a lot of the work.
Big are Anubis enjoyers as well, so don't think that this feels like a punish pick by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah. That's why these sort of matchups are so interesting. See how these sort of teams go up well against this sort of opposition. Searson's actually forced into main here. He actually does really well. He's got 2, should be 3. Oh, good stray from Thomasin. Hang on. Actually does take him down, and now Rigon is way away in Canal, smoked off as well, and this force buy from BESTIA is actually, and there it is, be successful. It's Thomasin with 3 on the Tech 9. What a recovery. And the force buy wars will commence immediately. Need a little bit of extra money on Searson, that's all, from the MP9 kill, so he'll buy up the M4. And that is a great shot from JDC. Wow, Thomasin, the hero of the previous round, deleted, and still got 2 players in mid to going towards Crimbo as well, but Searson, the boost outside A. What a plan to put into place there. You don't see a kill coming from that one too often, and it works, especially in a round like this. Great call.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say, Trav. Man, you and I, man, just sharing one brain cell as usual, on the same wavelength.
It's a little bit of utility to pick up off of the body of Thomasin after JDC hit that one dig, but Tabson, I think, has got a lot of information here. I'm pretty sure Big understand what's about to happen, but JDC does get caught by Zoc instantly. This is big flank from Tabson, but only a P250 though. Only a P250, and now Zoc's got his gun back out again. Can Tabson get the drop on him while utility is drawn? Yes, he can. That's going to be an M4, but Naz and Luchov have done great work in the meantime to recover it. 2 versus 2. That had to be the duel to be won, though. Now it's all down to Naz. Dancing with the pillar. Tabson's cleaner. And the old captain of Big steps up again. I like how accurate that was as well on the last. It looks really easy, but sometimes those are a little bit nervy when you're 1 versus 1 and you have the intel. Naz had the opportunity to choose when to peek, which side to peek. Tabson didn't know. But a great reaction. And BESTIA are going to keep the pace really high here. Tabson trying to fight for it again. JDC needs 2 here, you would think, but that angle in front doesn't really work out too well for him. And Crimbo, looking to recover instantly, will get taken by Thomasin. That was a lovely shot. And BESTIA with the instant force buy in return. All the rifles in play still. It's like they weren't really on an eco at all. Are going to recover it. Searson and Rigon. Now just Rigon. Is it 1 versus 3 or Thomasin? What HP to spare? Look where Luchov was, by the way. You would have had to drop down and flank him on 37 HP and probably make noise. So that was a big kill to take, and you can see what it means to him.
What I was thinking, though, Trav, is if BESTIA, let's say they win the first map and on the brink of winning the second, what if their internet just magically stops working, you know, or the power gets turned off in an important round?
I think you're saying that for the reason I'm very much aware of, because of where they're playing from.
Yeah, exactly. Poking a bit of fun of the fact that they're at the Big boot camp facility right now playing against Big.
I know, it's a kind of a weird one, right? I mean, one thing I think is really cool is that I think these couple of results actually gives us a very accurate litmus test. Good peek from Naz. Actually gives us a very accurate litmus test on where these teams are, especially the M80 BESTIA result, I felt like. Because M80 are there too, by the way. They're all at the Big boot camp. So that felt like a very accurate result, as if they're actually playing the LAN stage already almost. This is technically the online stage of these finals. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's a very accurate result in a way, if you want to look back at it in the future. And obviously, maybe only people that have watched the game or necessarily worked the game like us would have remember that situation and remember the fact they're all at the boot camp together. Yeah. So it's an important thing to note.
Because they're used to just playing in their own region. So, yeah, it's looking sustainable for BESTIA to actually be competitive at large in Europe as well, which is great to see. Exciting.
It really is. And as I said to you, I always tend to say to you when I've recasted like 9Z or something, I always say how it's nice to have sort of more flags on the map in international Counter-Strike. Get your Uruguays, your Chiles, your Argentinas into the game at the top level. Maybe one day. We've got a few. We've got a few,
man, and more than we've ever had internationally before, with Mistim at the helm of NIP, of course, Complexity, JT, and TC, and then Sonic as well, wildcard. So I'm right there with you. We just love more international representation across the board in our beloved esports. Only spices things up, right? So I've always seen it as different regions bring different flavors, different brands of Counter-Strike, and you just bring it into this melting pot, and it creates for very entertaining Counter-Strike with a lot of fun storylines. However, this was just a half investment coming through from Big. They were down 5v3, but now they've got an even numbers on the retake.
Oh, good hold from Noxy, though. That is the shot that will matter, and the reaction on Rigon is gorgeous. Sure, it's only the sort of save combined with a bit of half investment for Big, and Searson can buy next round, so I do wonder whether he's going to give this one a go with the AK. ADC playing back plat with Tabson behind the site with utility drawn, can re-molly and re-nade whenever he feels like, and the resmoke will come through now from JDC. That actually might call Bestia to go through, but Rigon's doing work as well. In the midst of this B play coming in, Rigon's got his 2 pieces you can see in that canal area. Now Zoc needs a 1v4 native blow from the smoke, and Tabson wins the duel anyway. Tabson's been very, very sharp individually for Big early game here, and they get an all-important CT gun round.
I don't think I've ever seen Tabson with such a magnificent beard before. Searson, rather, of course.
Searson, okay.
Got that beard buff coming.
And Searson's, what a free aim from Crimbo. Love that. Crimbo is one of my favourite players to watch, and especially in the clutch.
Yeah, Searson has improved his performances as of late, as you suggest. Either way, big hit coming in towards the say bomb site. Big have the numbers on the side of the map, and util damage raining on him. That's not going to disparage Thomason, though. Commits as the tip of the spear. He'll get cut down, and the numbers here for Big prevail.
Oh, it's comfort. It's comfort. It's all 5 alive. That's going to really set them up on CT. And you can see Rigon bringing the cheer, bringing the chatter.
Okay, well, Big have been able to now kind of claw their way back a little bit and close the gap with Bestia, as it were. And Bestia don't have a buy in the bank, so if they lose this round, then 6-all looking likely at that point. We're looking to see some depth from Bestia's T side. These initial plans haven't been working out for them. What do they have to fall back on? Searson falls back. Searson's the angle. Luchov just tears his head right off the molly. Doesn't go deep enough to burn JDC out, so he can actually remain in position here. Tabson does fantastic with those 2 kills. Then JDC will pounce after not getting mollied out. Does punish them with a single kill. Rotations have come through as well. Crimbo's going to be a lot closer than what they expect. Catches the first on Nocta, and he finishes off the job as well. Well, let's see if they can finish off the job and level out the scoreline going into that second half. It's been a very solid CT side here from Big in these past few rounds. Feels like if they just shut down the early round from Bestia, if they just shut down that early round play, the earlier aggression, then Bestia haven't had much to fall back on. That's why I'm saying we need to see some depth now from Bestia on this T side. Plan A no longer working. What's that to fall back on? It's going to be a flash through the smoke there to overwhelm JDC. Tabson called into the fray next, and he might have to just give up the bomb site.
The advantage, there's no reason to press this. They've got so much retake util still, and to break up in these smokes as well. Right click nades. Need a bit of chip damage. Problem for Bestia right now is they may have got this control. They may have picked up a couple of the weapons. They're going to have to fight because they've got no utility. And Thomason's doing a great job of that. He's even crept into Temple, but Searson's very ready. And they spot Noxy trying to fall away to play a 1v2. And it's not going to work. It's a team ace for Big. Even this up at 6 apiece. 8 and 4 for him. The pistol round can now get underway. He's one of the 2 players to buy up utility. Tabson's got a molly and a flash, and a couple of smokes have already been used, and they're going pretty pacey on this one. Noxy, you've got to be ready, my friend, and he is not. Rigon has deleted him immediately, and with these smokes up, it's a very fast plant.
Yeah, I genuinely think this was Big just saying, get a taste of your own medicine, Bestia, and they're going to flash their way through the smoke as well. Oh, brilliant flash there from Crimbo. Rigon able to capitalize. He's running out of bullets though. Looks to try and tuck himself in the corner, but won't get the reload off. It's okay though, because Big still have the man advantage. And JDC, that is brutal. The one tap to just rip Zock's head off, and there should be no way back into this clutch here from Naz. He will receive the same treatment as Big get the lead.
And I'm afraid for BESTIA, even though the rotation is going to be in place, they might be behind smokes pretty quickly. It's a good molly as well. Noise will be heard towards that position of Noxie with the scout. They're not pouncing on this one too soon, Big. They're just taking their time, trying to feel out if BESTIA have rotated more than a couple of players over. They've got a flank being watched of JDC back and forth. They've got one player in canals to stop it, even if it does come through. And BESTIA want intel. They're looking to fight here. They're looking to brawl. With this flash, Sis and JDC are both ready. They're now going to be caught in no man's land, pinched from both sides. And Noxie, even if he gets one kill, it would be a miracle. He does not. What a great anti-force that was from Big.
I think that was a bit of a doggy poo-poo flash, if I can be completely honest, because it bounces off the wall. You could see how early JDC actually turned away from it, so it doesn't blind up either players in E-Box, and it makes for easy kills. So needed a better flash there. See? Both turned, unimpeded. No pop flash there, man.
A little bit dog water, I'm afraid, that one. Only a little bit. Only
a tad. Yeah, you're right. They actually aren't really being active on either side of the map, despite the fact they've given up so much space in middle, and it's not really ideal. It's probably why Naz is feeling compelled to try and take a bit of a play and go venturing in B main. He does get spooked out by the spray from Rigon, and I don't know how many players were blinded here in B main. Maybe it would have been better for Big had he swung. Either way, Tabson, he's been waiting, biding his time for this opportunity to activate. Big flank coming through middle, Mac 10. Gonna chip away at Naz. I don't think he could have continued to convince the fight there. I think his presence alone would have been effective, but Rigon on a swivel gets 2.
There is, look at this E-Box control though for BESTIA. There are so many players in this position, but JDC was ready. And now Zock, the last man, is pincered. He should get out of this one, you would think, and there we go. Good timing from JDC and Rigon to 3-2-1, swing from both angles, and JDC is the hero again.
And maybe, you know, go for a gimmick play or two here to try and finish off the map. Just grouped up outside of A main. Look at the adjustment here. Maybe even an over-adjustment out of BESTIA. No focus on mid in the previous round. This time they've got 3 players there. They've left the A site completely vacant. You can't afford to get away with that. Noxie gets a kill, but isn't able to get away with it. And, well, that might just kind of draw BESTIA over towards this B-bomb side.
The BESTIA have at least realised what's going on now. They've got 2 in position, but an MP9 here, it's so easy to get anything in this position, I feel like, and that is exactly what goes down. Rigon taken down, and he doesn't go aggressive for more. It's absolutely wild. Spray onto the possibility of a camera play. Thankfully, Tabson saw the madness and doesn't just get those 2, he gets the last as well. Big quad kill from the captain. And once again, he steps up to get Big ever closer to the finish line on Anubis. He runs all the way to A main, sticks himself in the corner, and then purely his role in the round is to listen for rotation.
Yeah,
right?
True. Absolutely, yeah.
Like, even though it's the anyway, he might get both! Oh my word! I called it, and he delivers once again. Absolutely gorgeous transfer. He can do it all. He can listen for rotations, he can rotate himself, he can kill himself, and he can do everything in this game. He's unbelievable!
Yeah, Crimbo is just delivering magnificently. Everybody is for Big right now. They've all had their moments in the sun. Crimbo will continue to chip away at BESTIA as well. What a run this has been from Big. After being down 6-2, they're on the brink of stringing 11 consecutive rounds together to put BESTIA away on BESTIA's map pick nonetheless.
Wow. And BESTIA started really well. Their fundamentals were looking really good. I was quite impressed with it. But as soon as Big recovered to that 6-6.5, like you mentioned, I think that was the nail in the coffin, because they've had nothing back since. Luchov can't complete that kill. He's got 2 bullets in the FAMAS, for goodness sake. And there's not much he can do about this. Spring will come through. Nice kill with the USB, actually, but Searson, of course, is set up once again. And a lot of that was down to Crimbo. I love watching this guy, and he delivers once again.
Not sure any other team in the competition's done it without losing a map. We'll have to go back and check some results. Either way, BESTIA, CT side start for them here. They've got a Very tough job on their hands. Like I said, that is quite the double swing coming through from Rigon and JDC, and there's no one to swing through the smoke off the back of the flash. That feels like a bit of a wasted piece of utility either way. Rotations coming through thick and fast from the CT side, and some great taps out of Luchov bring it back into a redoable situation.
Oh, I bet now he's so frustrated. Oh, never mind. Maybe he's not frustrated. I was about to say, I bet he's so annoyed there's a Molotov for his position on a pistol round of all times. But you know what? He's helped out by Zoc and gets a fadeaway headshot of his own. And suddenly it switched back around. Luchov got this one underway. And thankfully, BESTIA are able to compound it as well. Look at the setup they've got, realizing that Crimbo's fallen back to long. They're in a line. And Crimbo, I think, has shoulder peeked two of them. There's no way he's getting out of this one. That is superb recovery work. We shall see if they're able to compound the start and deliver a little bit more of a lead in the first half, and they managed to claim on Anubis.
Oh, I like this a lot. Middle of the round, just throwing themselves in towards the top of middle of the back of a flash. It nearly works out so nicely for them. Unfortunately, Big are able to just compose themselves and lock down the line there towards the top of middle. 5 versus 3. Did Crimbo catch a glimpse there of Noxa? I feel like he has the way he's working around the fringe of the smoke right now. Can't actually stop Noxa from getting a kill before he goes down though, so at least there's something out of the IGL, but still a big advantage here for the T side. Oh, okay. Thomason and JDC have traded positions through the smoke. Who's that going to punish more, actually?
Oh, now we have an opportunity. Actually, you know what? It takes his time on the second. I appreciate that choice. Thomason needs to connect with this kill, though. How's he not got that one? Surely he just leaps on him. But now JDC's there to help out. No, Thomason, you were so good earlier today. That will not be a moment he wants to watch back.
And you can't even fault him for going for that aggressive option to try and finish off the frag. I mean, firstly, he should have gotten that kill easily. And then he tries to chase the player down, and JDC just emerges from CT, a saving grace in the round. Big nearly dropped the ball there, though.
He can improve. Certainly online he's improved a little bit, has Rigon. I think he's been quite imperative on a couple of matches, but there's a lot more we need to see from him before I consider this transfer a big success. We'll have to see. Yes. Okay. I know, big is a word that I have to use sometimes.
I know. It's just it's one of those things you can't avoid.
I know. Crimbo.
Oh,
that's big though. That is for sure.
Oh, and now Molly is actually going to spread enough. Knocked his 4 stars into the open. 2 points of health. Lucky to have his life intact, but he might have an advantage here.
A large opening kill.
There we go. Yeah. Get some synonyms going here. Tapson could be in some big trouble. And he is. Okay, sorry, I'll stop.
Yeah, we will both stop now.
I know.
I'm sorry, chat. We're being cringe. Chat, is this an L? I think it's an L. Rigon will get the bomb.
L-casters.
Rigon will get the bomb planted on B, and JDC has hits a great reaction there on Zoc, stopping from going aggressive. Rigon will even go for more as well. Knocks his 2 HP from that Molly incident on long earlier on, and Big have fought the way through to a comfortable one here. And I think Noxie might have a lot on his plate to try and save this too.
What a skibbity toilet aura Riz.
Shut up. Shut up.
Through from Big. That was
I'm
a
not
double
allowing
round,
this to happen.
We're too old, Trav. We're too old. A couple 27-year-olds just trying to keep up with the lingo.
No, every time I hear that, if anyone ever utters that in my presence, my automatic response is to say shut up. So I'm sorry, it's not personal to you.
The Nico?
Yeah. Shut up.
Shut up. Exactly, yeah. I feel like Steve Buscemi meme with the skateboard and the hat on backwards. Like, yeah, I know the lingo.
There's the nade. Even though it only does 3 damage, you get to hear the dink sound. Valve, please fix. JDC will deal with Noxie already, though, as he tries to look for something. And Doc, with that up, he'll hit a tag on Searson. Just see that and hear that elsewhere. But again, Big find openings.
Okay, well, Luchov will go search and get a frag back. Rigon's in a really awkward position right now. Luchov, how is he still alive? And Naz will come through to bail Luchov out. He's actually still able to affect the situation and get a kill. That is quite remarkable. Just 1 hit point to his name, and he's going to be able to get out of dodge for now as well. Okay, Bombers in the middle of middle. It's literally on the 0-0 axis in the middle of the map.
I bet that's not entirely accurate, but you know what? I'll give it.
I mean, it's close enough, I think, Trav.
But nearest makes no difference, as they say.
Yeah. Couldn't get more central than that, I'm sure.
Crimbo has got too little map control as a solo player to probably win this one. 35 seconds, waiting to see if BESTIA make a mistake. Luchov, of course, 1 HP.
Twitch chat's all about that skibbity life, man.
No. Oh, my gosh. I might break up with you.
No. Hey. Saddle in, Trav. I can change. I can be different, I promise.
Oh, gosh. Listen, in a slightly slower game of Dust 2, us being idiots for entertainment might be worth it sometimes. Anyway, this is going to be an interesting round, so we'll shut up and talk about what's in front of our eyes instead. Thomasin does really well to get 1, and he gets 2, and you know what? He even gets 3 from outside B doors, and the flash, as you mentioned, was brilliant. Crimbo is once again stuck, 1 versus 4, and that is some of the stuff we wanted to see from our star rifler, or one of them at least.
Yeah, brilliant work coming through from Thomasin to lockdown middle. Fantastic multi-kill out of him. I thought Zoc was dead for, but because of Thomasin's impact, Zoc's actually able to stay alive, and Crimbo will be the last left alive once again here for Big. So BESTIA string consecutive rounds together and start to build up some head steam on the CT side. It's going to be an A split coming through from them eventually, and Zoc's completely given up long. Nox is going to head back in that direction to regain the control though, so that means the AWP can't do much about the A hit once it comes through. Unless he kills his long player immediately.
Oh, the flash, the counter flashes. Rigon's so blind on elbow right now. 20 seconds to try and get this one done as well. It can be pretty awkward. And there is not safe. There's some good trade on Zoc. They're surely going to overlook Goose. Oh, my word. Naz, a bit whiffy on that one. He's still alive here. Here's the rotation, using the new box to perfection. But now he's the last one alive. 4 seconds. They have to run him down, but he's just surviving so damn well right now. And the smoke actually covers his position. Who would have thought it? Crimbo may have got the kill, but Thomasin, what a hold. If I was BESTIA and had an idea of what sort of weaponry they had in this round, I'd still be a little bit nervous, because these are the sort of ones that can get out of hand with the singular AWP, but it's been removed. That's the all-important shot. They're going to try and play pass to parcel with it, but Noxe says no.
Yeah, just reassumes the angle, finds another frag, and that should be enough to hammer the round home here. Big still going to venture into this B bomb site eventually, but the damage has been done. Thomasin, by design, this lurk smoke does leave this gunfight available, so as a T player, you can step and just pre-fire this corner. But they're not going to go for that. They may even be compelled to just save the AWP here, you know. If they're not able to really find a way into the bomb site, carrying it over could make the most sense. However, that maybe gives them a little bit more motivation in the round. Unfortunately, it doesn't really help them in getting onto the same bomb site.
Luchov hasn't necessarily shown his hand yet, so he should be absolutely fine, and there we go, he is. And JDC gets that extra with the Tech 9. Yeah, and no wonder. I do the same, actually. When I'm nervous about something and I need to send a text, I just walk back and forth rather than just sit down, you know?
Yeah, but there's something therapeutic about it. Like, when I'm on an important phone call, it's the same thing. There's something about being able to walk up and down that just keeps the brain operating. I don't know, either way.
Weird, isn't it?
Feels like that's a rare opening kill that comes through for Big. So an opportunity here where they get an early advantage to try and push the round home. They won 4 in a row, but they've lost 5 in a row since then. Very streaky game.
Oh, no.
Searson, a favorable angle on Zoc will result in taking that player down. Noctis steps out and actually effectively gets a kill. You'll take that.
You will take that. Whoopsie from JDC, and look where Naz is flanking up from short. It's tough with the MP9, but those are some very calculated bursts. That recovers the round in their advantage now, and Noxe has even found another one on toward Crimbo. He's actually having a whale of a time in this round as Noxe. Dancing around this, only got 1 kill, but he's provided so much impact. Oh, the transfer wasn't even that far away from JDC, but not to be, and BESTIA are absolutely in this game now. This has been a brilliant. Can Big get 5? 5 is not that bad at all, but BESTIA will be delighted with this recovery, and Noxe had a lot more impact. Still on Orpa's map as well. Good to see from him. Oh, but that's an entry from Sears, and thankfully for BESTIA, there are still 2 rifles here, but it's whiffy. Runs out of bullets in the open, and JDC will pounce on Luchov as well. 4 versus 2. Bomb will go down, and BESTIA, unfortunately for them, they have to go for this, and they can't even do that, because Tabson has lurked in toward mid doors and has caught both of them on the retreat. So 5 it is. That's okay. I think BESTIA will be the happier of the 2.
Lots of util coming into this round for BESTIA. I'm a big fan of that. And Crimbo's, well, he's just taking 61 damage. That's not a love tap. That's a backstab.
Quite literally. Quite literally. Who was the culprit? We'll have to find that out in the replays, perhaps. I'm sure they've got it somewhere. Production, they've been on point. And there was the assist. It was Rigon. You naughty boy. At least he's made up for it and gotten a couple of kills, but he will die to Luchov. And, of course, Searson's tagged down to 16 as well. So BESTIA have a slight advantage here. Actually, the two players left are the two players with no Kevlar, but it's not going to matter if Noxa hits shots like that. Down to JDC. He can't react to it either. What a pistol from Noxa and from Luchov. 4 between them. And that is one of the messiest pistols from Big I've seen for a while.
Problem is they're so light on util, Trav. They have a single flashbang to actually get into the site itself. Pearson could have a field day.
Oh, they are leaping his way toward him. Another tag. That's Naz now down to 7 or 14. Thomasin on 17 himself, but thankfully they've managed to find one on toward Crimbo. So still could do great work here. They're going his way. Another kill will come through, and Tabson dancing with the P250. Oh, he needed one bullet on Naz, and Naz had a Glock out at that point in the round as well. Rigon, it's vaguely winnable. It is vaguely winnable. Giving up on Nox's position. Needs an instant headshot though. He's got it. He's got it. Thomasin is 17 HP, like I mentioned, and the bomb's not even planted for him. But of course, there's no kit for Rigon. Hasn't seen him yet, but he's seen him now, and that is an all-important force by win.
And look at the investment here for BESTIA. It actually doesn't really get you too excited because it's 4 Galils and a Scout. Lose this 8-all, Eco bigger in the lead at that point, leading the series as well. That would put BESTIA in a very challenging position. Crimbo up close and personal towards Long, able to evade the flash, but not the bullets.
Not from Naz, especially with the Galils in play, and Searson not ready for him to just be charging up Long straight away. I guess Tabson obviously feels like he can't necessarily fight in that position with only the MP9. And JDC goes down to Thomasin as well. This has fallen apart immediately. Tabson battling away for his life here. He's got a very low HP teammate or opponent next to him. And you know what? He's jumped on top of him and taken Naz out. But Luchov finds it. Oh, the fact he stayed alive for so long gave me hope. And you can see how he feels right now. They're getting a little bit messy, are Big right now. So
exactly.
They need intel.
That is the best part about taking Long so early as the T side. It gives you so many options. You can either just keep moving forward with that control pressure A, you can post one player and go back elsewhere, you can just group up Long and wait to hit later in the round. Can't wait too long though, because then you give time for Searson with his Orb to find some picks, and Tabson catches a glimpse of the player drop down, and his step should have been heard there by Zoc, and Mac 10 trumps the MP9. Really important kill found by BESTIA. Where do they go from here though is the question, and it looks like the B bomb site will be that final port of call for them in the round.
Yeah, 30 seconds though. They've got to get themselves set up pretty quickly.
Look at the util for Rigon.
They've got enough utility themselves to make a play, but as you rightly pointed out, Rigon has got everything here to completely cancel out this play. 18 seconds. They're going to have to push. He's not going to have time to get his other nades down, but he still gets 2. And Crimbo was already here, ready and ready to go. Not to say it's stuck. He's run down. Free AWP, free AK. Big, good round.
And now, well, they've got bigger issues than time running out on the clock. Look at the investment they have coming into this all-important round. Big had an opportunity in the gun round before this to really put BESTIA away, I would say, and they can do it here as well. This time, Crimbo will find a frag long before BESTIA are able to emerge. So, man advantage in play now for the CT side.
First nade doesn't go deep enough to break it open properly. The second does, but BESTIA will strafe past it. And actually almost catches Crimbo with no bullets. In the end, they do catch Crimbo out of bullets.
What is that setup, though?
Has destroyed Searson with a scout. Absolutely out of nowhere again. BESTIA on a force half by sort of on a couple of players, as you can see. I've got an opportunity. Rigon will try and jump and deny the plant. Oh, he's almost got the kill on Naz, but not close enough. That could change everything. He's going to go aggressive now. He knows there's a car player, tries to get his way through, and he's got smoke cover to fight the car player. JDC's taken Naz in the meantime too. Rigon playing this one so carefully and so slowly. He just can't connect with these headshots, and he's out of bullets himself. Absolutely wild scenes right now. And JDC is 1v2 with the AWP, but that's a dirty beginning. He needs to finish it off. Thomasin's got 3 kills in the round. He needs 4. JDC needs 3 himself. Moving forward, misses the flick. It's a great try, but Thomasin recovers an insane round. A number of these setups from Big haven't exactly been on point, and genuine I think, frustration for the whole team that things aren't working out as they would have wanted, especially when setups like these are sort of tried and tested, and BESTIA trying to put this one beyond possibility. But Captain is still here, and you know what? He gets 2 3/4. That is insane work from him, but it's still a 3v3 until Zoc creeps out mid. How have BESTIA recovered this one so quickly? Thankfully, Searson gets a kill back as well. 2v2 again very quickly.
Oh, a huge frag back, though, from Searson to just throw a bit of a spanner into the works, because if he doesn't get that frag, BESTIA just steamroll onto the B bomb site. They will still head in that direction, but Luchov is going searching on Catwalk while Zoc's committed through tunnels into B. Luchov goes down, and now Zoc is going to have to clutch. Won't actually be spotted on the cross, so he's going to get the bomb plant for free here. Big do not have a kit between these two remaining players. And Zoc, yeah, he was spotted on the cross. Back and seen once again. This time Searson has the shot ready, connects, and that is a massive round coming through from the German sniper. Wins out that key gunfight, but Searson is the real ultimate hero of the round there for Big, who deny BESTIA getting to match point. But still, have they won consecutive rounds yet on the CT side? I don't think so. Big frag back there.
Ah, very nicely done. This could now, once again, turn on its head. We've had swings and roundabouts on this map of Dust 2. We've never really had one team in the momentum. Sometimes it's BESTIA breaking Big's economy, and then vice versa. Yeah, aren't even on 12 yet. And they've got a 5 versus 3 Big in this round, which would break that BESTIA money. They're going to go aggressive toward Thomason, and wow. I mean, that was just completely dry, and he's owned him.
I think that's a statement, man. Like, okay, I don't care if you're on the angle with your AK. I'm just going to run at you and run you over like a truck. And surely only one option left here for BESTIA, and that's to try and head into this B bomb site. Nothing being offered up by the CT side. Good timing on the step there from Rigon, and Crimbo with his low health will finish off the job. A flawless round from Big. That is by far and wide the most comfortable round that they've won here on Dust 2 so far.
Now then, probably the most important round of BESTIA's international career as a whole org and team.
Yeah?
Maybe get a map over Big.
On their opponent's map as well. Searson's going to go back searching in towards middle. That is the widest of wide swings from Nocta. And he will take down his opposite number with an AK. Good opening frag found very early in the round here for BESTIA. That's going to give them a lot of space to work with.
Yeah, and that's pretty crazy as well for it to sort of come at that time. Just W key through mid on that particular moment there, and they're going to try and make their way through short in the end. That's huge from Luchov. Goodness gracious me. Blink and you'll miss it. BESTIA will reach 12, and then Rigon will complete another insane clutch. He's found one. He knows there's a site player. You're over-peeking a little bit here, boys. Be careful. They are getting pinned in. Now Rigon, they've got him pincered, but he's read it. He's read now. It's coming in from behind, and he's still 100 health here, Rigon. He's trying to use new box. He's found that one as well. And now Noxie's the last one on long, and he can hold this. He's got a defuse kit. Not like this, BESTIA. Rigon's going to win the round. Can you Adam and Eve it?
How in God's name has Rigon been able to win that clutch? A 1 versus 4, you won a 1v3 earlier. Look at him. Look at the entire team. They're laughing. They can't believe what they've just witnessed, Rigon. My God, he rolls the dice because they have money. There's no need to consider the save going into that next round. Has a crack on it. How has he read Naz's flank trap? How has he read into that? Did he hear a footstep? I have no idea. But that should just demolish BESTIA.
That's clutch of the tournament. I'm calling it right there. We've seen some nutty stuff in this event thus far, but that for me is clutch of the tournament.
Alright, well, BESTIA have got one chance to try and force this into overtime. Rigon over on this B bomb site. He's going to be trying to take the attention away from JDC, who will mop up the first 2 players emerging. Oh man, this could be the beginning of the end here of the series for BESTIA. Naz does his damnedest and actually able to get back to the safety of tunnels. He's missing a few limbs, but he's still alive. Yeah, Crimbo's in a fantastic position. And there's no way Noxic considers this. It actually does look like he does bomb up and drop Luchov on the opposite side of double doors, at least able to emerge, but there's 2. There's more where that came from.
Look at Tabson. This is disgusting. Oh my God, he almost whiffs the first, but it's fine. He gets his 1. Naz is 19 HP. Big. Surely you can't find a way to lose this one. You know exactly where he is. You only need to hit him once. I think Rigon will be
Come on,
disappointed he didn't get
Naz.
the kill earlier on, right? I mean, you could tell the adrenaline was still surging through him when he went for that spray. A little bit of a whiffy one, but what can Naz do here? He's got the bomb and he can plant it, and he's going to have time to reposition.
Come on, Naz, you got to channel your inner Rigon here. Rigon's hit 2 ridiculous clutches already here on the map, and Naz, well, he's going to try and go back to long here. Very low on health makes this clutch that much more challenging for him. An HE grenade, so he could clear out the smoke if it comes to that. And he's going to go all the way back deep towards long. This is actually really smart from him because now he's got headshot angles to work with. Bigger trying to figure out exactly where he's positioned himself. Yeah, the nade's not going to help you at that range. Tapping away in the smoke, hoping and praying he connects on the diffuser, but it's not going to happen. And Big have done it. They're into the quarterfinals here in pursuit of that spot at the LAN in Berlin. They've taken a big step in that direction.